Hello everybody, it is the Naughty Degen here, and in this video I want to talk about Immutable X and token burns. And this was sparked by a Reddit post I saw from a GME ape who he was downvoted, but I think he was coming in good faith, talking about, hey, Immutable team, can you please burn half the tokens? Now, this comes from a wanting of price action, because token prices are determined by the supply and demand of tokens, right? And one way that a company can really pump the price is through doing token burns, okay? And I want to give both sides to this because I do think token burns can be an option in the future, but I want to talk about why right now in this moment, with how early we are with Immutable, why token burns are not the solution for prices, okay? So let's get into it. A token burn is like a one-time event, typically. They can do it based on volume, but usually they're like a one-time event where a company says, hey, we're going to burn this amount of tokens. Immutable is going a different route. Rather than focusing on supply and trying to use tokenomics to like pump up the price, they're focusing on actual utility. They're focusing on demand. Rather than how can we shrink the supply of tokens, they're focusing how can we increase the demand for tokens. And the demand for tokens increase as more users and as more money gets brought onto the L2, because that leads to more transactions, and 20% of the transactions that's how that works, right? Because a certain percentage of every transaction fee is converted to IMX, buy orders, and that is how, buying pressure goes up. So Immutable, rather than focusing on just, short-term tokenomics, they're focusing on the long term. Now think about this for a second. Would you rather just see a one-day price pump where Immutable says, hey, we're going to burn this many tokens, and, the supply and demand equilibrium goes out of whack and price goes up? Would you rather see that? Or would you rather see Immutable give a grant to a game developer who makes a great product on the platform that will bring in users and bring in money and bring in volume and transactions for years to come? That is the key here. Immutable is hoping that these grants they're doing and these partnerships are going to pay dividends down the road. They're not focused on right now. They're not focused on, oh, we could pump the price 10% tomorrow if we burn this many tokens. They don't care about that. They're focusing on the long term. And I agree with this vision, at least for right now. I think with how early we are to this L2, to Immutable, to GameFi and NFT gaming in general, right now the move is not short-term token burns. Right now the move is getting more utility for your token. And more utility is going to come as more companies build games and projects that people want to play and use on this platform. And that's the end of the story. Now, in the future, right, a couple years down the line, let's say, if Immutable they have all these games on here, people are coming on, demand is skyrocketing, volume's going up, transactions are going up, right? If a couple years down the line, Immutable does want to do a token burn, it's certainly a possibility, all right? Now, you see on my screen asset burning. This is not for the Immutable token itself. It's more so referred to in-game assets that they support, the ability for, game devs to basically transfer and burn an asset in-game. So they're not against the idea of burning. And also, another thing you have to consider is this. Owning the Immutable token gives governance, okay? It gives governance. So we could see in the future, if a vote comes up on a token burn, if the community wants that and the community thinks, hey, we were early adopters, we want to see all this excess supply burned, that's a possibility. That's a possibility, but it's not for right now. That's for the future. Right now is in the development stage. Right now, Immutable is trying to get more projects built on this platform, and I 100% agree with this approach, rather than just trying to use tokenomics. And not that there's anything wrong with burns. I have nothing against burns. But at this stage, I don't think that's where Immutable should be looking. Right now, they're looking to get games built, projects built, NFT marketplaces with GameStop built on this platform. That is going to increase users, increase volume, and increase development. Couple years down the line, if the community wants to do a token burn, sure, or a token airdrop, which I think is more preferable than a burn, Sure, no issue with that. But I hope this video was helpful for you because a lot of people are looking, hey, price, there's big supply, there's all, fully diluted market cap is so much bigger, and I get those concerns, but you have to remember, they're focusing right now, we're so early to this, they're focusing on getting projects built on the platform that will pay dividends years down the line, rather than, oh, we're just going to do a quick little token burn and, burn all the supply up. And yeah, you get the nice pump, but in terms of actual development, it doesn't do much. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoyed it, please, please, please hit that subscribe button and leave a like on the video. If you really want to help me out, share this video. It will help push it in the YouTube algorithm. Share it on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever you can. And thank you to everyone who's been commenting and subscribing. I try and reply to as many comments as I can, but YouTube does not notify me of all the comments. So if I don't reply to you, don't fault me on it. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.